Preston is without a doubt the most motivated patient that I have worked with in a long time.
We're not meant to be sitting in a chair, we're meant to be up and going, and I want to get just as close to the way I was before, or even better.
For him to be running and swimming at 6 months is, I think, tremendous. It's a great show of his determination and what he has planned for the future.
To talk about Preston's future, you must first understand how he got here.
I was driving for a trucking company on a run to Denver, Colorado. Went to a sleeper because it wasn't my turn to drive. My partner ran off the road. We dropped down a 50-foot embankment with the cruise control on with a full load.
Losing both legs, his goal wasn't just to walk again, but to run and swim. Enter Baptist Health Rehabilitation Institute and Frank Snell.
What we have done with Preston is to provide him a state-of-the-art pair of prosthetic legs.
The running feet have a lot more spring to them. It's a little bit different feeling, and I'm sure I'm just going to get better over time.
It's easy to see where Preston gets his motivation. His twin boys.
They're very active and they like to go. For me to be able to do that with them is very important to me. They've been some of my biggest supporters. They've never let me down. They've always encouraged me.
Running legs. Sounds simple. Think again.
What you see here before you today is a suction socket that has a elevated vacuum pump that actually reduces the air inside the socket to where it's a suction fit, where there's no loss to motion as he walks and as he runs. There is a short pylon that attaches to a special carbon graphite foot frame that is the running foot. As Preston runs on his toes, he's depressing the spring, and there's a considerable amount of energy that is compressed in the spring that is released as he toes off, getting ready for the contact with the other foot. The definition of running is the absence of double support, where both legs are in the air at the same time and nothing touching the ground. So when he runs, he has to commit to it. It's not a maybe, it's not an if. He's all the way committed to running foot over foot. And he's actually been able to accomplish that in a very short time.
Preston recently moved to Missouri, but insists on driving to Little Rock.
I refuse to change my therapist. I refuse to change my prosthetic with Frank Snell. I mean, I'm driving 480-mile round trip just to come down here and see him when I need to see him.
Remember, Preston wanted Frank Snell and Baptist Health to help him run, but to also swim.
This is the swimming prosthesis that we made for Preston. Of course, he has a pair, he has a right and a left. And it's simply just a prosthetic socket that fits over his amputation in similar fashion to where his running and his walking legs. We fabricated it in such a way to contain a swim fin.
With his biggest supporters poolside, Preston showed us again that if Frank Snell can make it, he can use it.
I've never seen anybody able to use it as well as he does.
It's just a lot of anticipation. I mean, just moving up to that next step is an awesome feat. Now I've got the vacuum assist there so I can run. I've got the running feet. I've got the swim legs. I've got shower legs. I plan on being in a 5K here in Little Rock next year. I've been very lucky that I picked the right hospital to go to.